Let's talk to Nabila Ramdani, a freelance journalist who's interviewed Colonel Gaddafi and his son Saif. She joins me now from central London. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Not many conflicts where one side can switch on the telly and see what the other side is up to. Presumably Colonel Gaddafi is going to be prepared for whatever comes.
Well, I think there's a very disturbing double-speak in this UN resolution, as the implications are going to be very bloody. The resolution speaks of protecting the civilians and also ending the violence, but it also makes it abundantly clear that the armed force is going to be used against civilians. And there are reasons to be doubtful about the ability of the pilots involved to differentiate between indeed military and civilian targets, and there are reasons to be doubtful of their capacity of precision bombing. So in my opinion, these elements defeat the very grounds of the UN resolution, as all it will achieve is to expand the scale and indeed the bloodshed of the conflict. It is highly unlikely to put an immediate end to the conflict. Quite the opposite. It will turn the situation, it will turn what is effectively an armed rebellion into a US-led, NATO-led war into yet another Muslim country.
On the other hand, if Colonel Gaddafi decides to stop where he is, it leads to a war of attrition, if nothing else, where one side is just looking at the other, both wanting to do things and unable to do so.
I think there's a lot of double-speak on the Gaddafi regime side as well. He's sending mixed messages. We've heard Saif Gaddafi saying that his father's troops will be positioned around the city of Benghazi, but not interfere or not carry out the onslaught that his father was talking about. But clearly, I mean, the latest we saw of his father was to threaten the populations of Benghazi, to say, you're free to leave the country, but if you don't do so, be ready to face the consequences. So I don't think we could trust what the message is coming out from Tripoli at the moment 100%.
Okay, Nabila Ramdani, thank you very much for joining us this morning.